See the Kappa motherfucker? You put a pistol to his head and say pow and he tagged. But what Chris and them doing?
Yo, it ain't working now. I know you making this up.
Word to my mother, yo. Lex ain't dead. I seen him creeping in the alley last night near the playground.
Everybody know Lex is dead.
Nah, there's dead and there's special dead.
Yeah, Chris working that juju shit.
Nah, man. What I'm saying is they zombies. Why you think he take them into vacants? He need time to change them. You don't believe me, yo, it's on you.
Yo, they funny, ain't they, Michael?
I don't know about that voodoo shit, man. But Chris is definitely doing something. Get a nigga to walk up and down knowing he about to get capped.
Chris, he different. And you can tell by them cool-ass country clothes that nigga be wearing.
Nah?
Nah. Too much buck. Probably 40 cal.
Yeah, man, this is serious business.
So you saying Lex is zombie?
Pookie, Byron, all them niggas.
Chris?
Yeah, Chris. Zombie master.
Now, personally, I think Chris Partlow might be the most misunderstood character on TheWire. People view this man as heartless, which he's not. They view this man as cold, which he is, but he has his reasons like everyone else. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't judge Chris for his actions, because he's a grown man and he must be held accountable for everything he does. But I also need you to understand that once a soldier pledges fealty to his king, if he's a man of his word, his loyalty is now a curse. It doesn't matter if he's a good man with a good heart. His reputation will be a reflection of his king's decisions. And TheWire shows us this relationship a few times all throughout the show. Subordinates being ordered to do the dirty work, then being forced to bite the bullet as well. Any organized group must have a chain of command. And in the words of the Baltimore Police Department, shit rolls downhill.
It's a chain of command, baby. The shit always rolls downhill.
Now, if the chain of command was a person, Chris would be the essence of it. Understand, the chain of command does not mean you agree with every decision. It means that you obey every order once a decision is made. Asking why is a very bad habit for a good soldier.
Why? Why you care?
Never mind you why. Why ain't in your repertoire no more, nigga?
Now, although Chris is extremely obedient and willing to do anything to protect Marlowe, he's not as good as Marlowe when it comes to concealing his body language. So if you watch Chris closely, you'll see what he agrees with and disagrees with when it comes to Marlowe. He allows his eyes to express his feelings.
Alright, first thing, we go hard at Webster Franklin's crew. Gave him a chance to get on a tit, he passed. Then we bang on his corners a couple of times till he folded.
Now you talking.
Yeah, next, we stepped the Junebug for talking that shit. He was a dead man when he opened his mouth. He just walking around not knowing it. You know, and I want that dick sucker. He took my money and the whole world know. He got the fall.
Omar rolled out in retirement and shit.
I'm here somewhere south.
Bring his ass back out of retirement.
Alright. We can step that shit up. But he's gonna be coming at us like we coming at him. I mean, Joe and them, they still let that be.
You know, the crown ain't worth much if the nigga wearing it always getting his shit took.
Now, this scene subtly shows us some of Chris's emotions and his limits. One, Chris's first instinct is not to kill. Thus the reason he nodded his head, in agreement that we should shoot Franklin's corners up first, make him bend a little instead of breaking him. Next, Chris' face remains stoic as Marlowe issues a death sentence on Junebug. Reason being, this has no tangible value. It's just to maintain the fear around Marlowe's name. But because Junebug openly called Marlowe a dick sucker, he had to die. Now, Chris didn't agree with this, but he didn't disagree with it either. But the next scene, Chris plainly disagrees with Marlowe going after Omar. Now, Chris of all people understand Omar's skill set compared to the rest of Marlowe's muscle. only Chris himself has a shot with Omar. But the thing is, Chris secretly has a respect, an admiration for Omar. And Marlowe knows, and he resents it.
Look, what? You want me to say you right? You right. Should have had protection at the car game.
Done is done. Now we need to decide what we're gonna do about Omar.
You make the price right. Somebody gonna get a whiff of that bushwhacker's ass. Then you take it from there.
You think so? I ain't saying Omar can't be got. Any nigga can be got. But once we put word to ear, and he learned that we pricing on his head, he's gonna be trying us like we trying him.
You saying I should let it slide?
So you talking about letting it slide?
Nah, we get at him another way. Get at him without no bounties, no bullshit like that. I mean, Barksdale turned this town upside down hunting him. You know, he ended up looking was weak.
I ain't no Barksdale.
I'm just saying, talk is cheap. You sit on it, you're gonna figure out a way to get that faggot. But till then, we don't say a mumbling word.
Now, contrary to Marlowe's beliefs, in the streets, your most powerful tool is not a gun. Neither is it money. In the streets, your most powerful tool is information. Information keeps you 2 steps ahead of even more powerful enemies. If one group has guns and money, and the other group has information and a little bit of patience, the scale is more even than you think. See, in every habitat, there is going to be predators and prey. God gave certain prey advantages over certain predators as a means to escape being eaten. You know, level the playing field. But in every jungle, there is a strict rule that has not been broken. No matter how big you are, no matter how strong you are, you cannot eat what you cannot catch. This is what Chris understood, and this is what Omar explained to Marlowe.
Cause I can find your peoples a whole lot easier than they can find me.
Live it in health.
No doubt.
Now, what makes Omar different from Chris, different from Weebay, or most killers in a drug organization, is that Omar does what he does to the fullest, without any distractions, and his patience on a stakeout is tremendous. Chris, Weebay, although they're talented at killing, Omar has an advantage because they are drug dealers also, meaning they have to sell drugs during the day. This makes them easier to find and easier to follow. They have routines. They have places that they hang out frequently. They have families. And family is important in regards to Chris because it played a major role in why he couldn't focus while he was hunting Omar.
Why don't we go buy up a bunch of toys and take them to your kids?
You ain't hearing me. How can I go near my people with Omar on us?
How you gonna find out about them?
How we find out about the blind man?
Still ain't got no line on him, man. And now he coming at us.
We're gonna change up. Marlowe gotta move indoors. The rest of us need to live on the run.
Fucked up plan, you ask me.
Marlowe wants Omar. What else you need to know?
Now, Chris is just a simple man with a very complex lifestyle. The reason that I preach loyalty is a curse so much is because if you're a very loyal person, I mean seriously loyal, where death doesn't even deter you from helping your friend, the thing is, you know that your friend is no good, and your friend knows that you cannot leave them hanging. They know that you feel responsible to protect them, and because they're selfish, they use this against you. So don't be so quick to judge Chris, because this is a situation that a lot of us been in, being used by people we love and who love us, but their needs come first.
We should celebrate.
Yeah?
Atlantic City.
Can't play like that now. I'm not gonna make a move. You know this. Yo, I need to go past home. You mind a ride?
Nah, you know I like your peoples.
Like this, I gotta tell him I'm not gonna be coming around for a time. You stepped up and made your play. Now I gotta make mine.
What'd you tell your girl?
I'm going away on business. Won't be around for a couple weeks.
Shouldn't be more than that.
Better not.
Now, unlike Marlo, Chris and Avon are very family oriented. And people like this have no problem sacrificing themselves for those they love.
He always talking family. Family is the heart, he say. Well, I'm family. Ain't I? Well, what about me for once? It ain't right.
What's right? You like for him to step up? Take all the weight and let you walk? Because he will. You know he will. But if he gotta go away, that means you got to step up and fill his shoes. You ready for that?
Ma, you know I ain't.
He messed up, D. He knows it. Now, if you want to get even with him, you can. But you hurt him, you hurt this whole family. All of us. Me and Trina and the cousins, and Donette too. And your baby. Your own baby boy. This right here is part of the game, D. And without the game, this whole family would be down in the fucking terrace living off scraps. Shit, we probably wouldn't even be a family.
Now, the reason that TheWire gave Chris a family and not Marlo is because they wanted to humanize Chris. They want to show you that he is not a monster. He's just a serious man. And serious men tend to be indifferent towards worldly things, towards flashy things. They find something or someone to believe in, and they live and die for that purpose. I know that it's astonishing to some people how Chris could sacrifice himself for Marlo, how he could spend the rest of his life in jail while Marlo is home. But this doesn't surprise me, because accountability has lost its place in this world. In these times of selfishness, of self-preservation, if it don't make money, it don't make sense. Now, here on my channel, you're going to hear me use the word honor a lot. Honor is the foundation of respectable men. But here's the thing. Nothing about honor is cool. It's not flashy. In fact, honor doesn't even feel good physically. Honor is hard. It's cold. Honor is laying in a dark room because you sacrifice for people who may not even appreciate it or understand how much you gave up so they can get what they wanted.
Do it feel like a crown on your head right now? Do it. That's what I'm wearing on my head.
Now, this was just an introduction into Chris's personality. Honestly, it'd take me about 3 or 4 videos to cover any of these characters. And I didn't touch on Chris being molested when he was younger, because it will make more sense once I explain why Chris kills people in the manner that he does, and why he sees quick and clean as being a mercy to his victims. Chris is actually an honorable man. And on the next video, I want to explain, unlike Weebay, Chris uses mystery as an advantage. But anyway, thanks once again, y'all, for stopping by and showing me some love. It's your boy Swartz. You here in a man's world. Like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. It's time for me to get out of here. Ow.
Because with all due respect, you don't have the physicality to do this kind of damage. I mean, whoever did this had to be a full-grown and powerful individual, a fearsome individual. You see what I'm saying?
You're the murder police. How the fuck would I know?